What is that? Okay, so we're not going to talk about soap. We're just going to do affirmations because I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to see something. So, how y'all doing today? How y'all doing? I am lovely. I am blessed by the best. Ani Baruch haba, that is Hebrew for I am blessed of the Father. Baruch atah Yahweh Eloheinu melech ha'olam means blessed are you, God, our mighty one, ruler of the universe. No, I don't anybody on my live with me, so please do not send me any requests because I am doing empowerment messages and affirmations at this time. And let's see, what is your daily prayer card? All right, daily prayer card. Okay, so the words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. So there's someone who's got some reckless words, or the divine wants you to know, God wants you to know that people can be reckless with their speech and with their talking towards you. And it could be painful. It's like words are like swords, like a two-edged sword. It's like they can cut, they can hurt, they cause you to have, emotions and feelings behind those words. If you allow what people say to affect you, it will affect you. People are also, this scripture is Proverbs 12:18, to the number 12 and then the number 18. This is a number 3 and a number 9. The number 3 can represent the 3 of swords, with this saying that the words of the reckless pierce like swords. And that's reminding me of like the 3 of swords energy in tarot, where your heart is being pierced, or you might be experiencing some pain, or you might be experiencing some kind of heartbreak or some kind of heartache. Then the number 9 is here with this number 18. Numerically, the number 1 and number 8 go together. They make the number 9. The number 9 could represent like the 9 of swords, which is talking about words, or it could talk about thoughts that are negative, or these people's words projecting negative thoughts. This could be also people saying negative things about you, and you being able to psychically or spiritually pick up on them because you're sensitive and you're an empath. And with this going on, it's the next part of this scripture is saying, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. So the tongue of the wise bringing healing from that heartbreak and healing from that dark mental space. Someone could say something that could be very uplifting and that could help you or make you feel better. But likewise, you could speak these things, these positive affirmations, or these positive things to yourself. This is why we're supposed to guard our minds, and we're supposed to guard our hearts, and we're not supposed to allow negativity to affect us from going forward with what God told us to do and whatever our mission is. Because for instance, today I tried to go live twice and just tell people about the products that I have, just some soap. Talking about soap, but I keep on getting these messages or these negative energies coming towards me, and that's not going to stop me. That's not going to stop my mission. That's not going to stop my purpose. That's not going to stop what it is that God has for me, and that's not going to stop none of it. So I'm very resilient, and the divine wants you to be very resilient. So again, this scripture, Proverbs 12:18, the words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. So as a testimony, I'm letting you guys know, whatever it is that God has for you, whatever it is that the divine has told you and put in your heart, whatever it is that your mission is, whatever your purpose is, whatever your vision is, do not allow the enemy to distract you. Do not allow harsh words from others to distract you. Do not allow anyone to take your joy or remove you from your path that you are on. The next prayer card is Hebrews 12:1. Let us run with perseverance the race marked for us. Now, I just got through talking about that. Don't allow negativity to stop your flow, to stop you from going, to stop you from moving, to stop you from doing what it is that God has for you to do. Let us run with perseverance the race marked for us is Hebrews 12:1. Now, 12, that's the number 3. The number 3 could represent the 3 of Cups, which represents like, oh, so your ship's coming in, the 3 of Wands. So what I'm seeing here is like, this is letting you know that there's something that it is that you've been waiting for, or that you've been created to do, and there's a time frame set aside for you to do that, and that time is now. Just continue to run this race with perseverance, because this race was already marked for you. It was already created for you. This path, this goal, this mission, this soul purpose that you have, it was already here for you all along. And then this number 1 on the other side, just being solo, is just letting you know to be one with yourself, to be one with source, to be one with God, to be one with your mission. Do not allow any outside interference to come in. Together, that is the number 4. The number 4 represents stability, a strong foundation. It represents your household, which is your temple of God, which is your body. Your body is the temple of God, okay? So this is just letting you know, don't allow negative things or negative words, negative comments, negative thoughts, negative actions of others come towards you and get you off of your path. Because I have been seeing this vision that God gave me was you on a path, and you're on your path and you're focused, and then there's someone who comes on your path for the sole purpose of knocking you off your path. Now your vision is straight and your mission is straight, and what it is that God has for you, your purpose is straight down that path, but there's someone and their mission is straight to knock you off the path. So it's up to you whether or not that person accomplishes their mission. And it's up to you whether or not you accomplish your mission. So you stay with your face forward on the path that it is that you're supposed to be on. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have light, the light of life. This is John 8:12. And this is just God confirming to you what I've just said to you, confirming to you that if you follow him and you continue to walk that path, you will never walk in darkness. You'll always have illumination. You'll always have enlightenment. You'll always know what the next move is. You'll always get guidance for your next step. This is John 8:12. The number 8 represents infinity. It's just like the infinity symbol. This also represents the cycle of life and the cycles of lessons going up and cycling around, where you're infinitely always changing. You're always evolving. You're always growing. You're always progressing. Then there's this number 12 at the end, which is also the number 3, which is like, again, waiting for instruction, knowing that that's coming into you. Also, knowing that at the end of that path that's marked for you and that perseverance, that there is a reward for you, that you will be rewarded. Just like if you have a mission or a goal and you want to create a business or you want to create something, you know that the end goal, the reward is that it will be successful, that it will flourish, and that you will generate income, you will generate stability for your family, you will generate generational wealth for your family, for yourself. Did I bring my glasses in here? I didn't bring my glasses in here. Okay. So let's see what else, you guys. What else God has for us? So far, he wants us to know that reckless words might pierce like swords, but a tongue that speaks wisdom brings healing. So also be mindful of the things that you say. Be mindful of how you speak to each other, how you speak to yourself, the negative self-talk you might have. This is you could hurt yourself by allowing the negative thoughts to come in, and then you resonating with them, and then you reverberating them out to where you can hear yourself, because you are the first person to hear yourself speak. You're the first person to hear what it is that you have to say. And so because of that, the defenses in your subconscious mind, the defenses in your brain, that defense system is down, because you trust you. Your brain trusts you. So what you say, your brain will believe. What you say to your body, that's what will happen. If you speak negativity on your body will begin to feed that back to you. You're speaking that out into the universe is going to give it back to you. So be mindful of what you are vibrating out into the universe with your mouth, with your tongue, with your words, with your intentions. And when those negative things come towards you from outside of you, you have to recognize that that's not the same vibrational frequency that's inside of me. So that is not my thoughts. Those are not my problems. Those are not my words. And you do not accept them. And you do not repeat them into yourself, telling yourself that it's okay to let down your walls and your fortress and allow that negativity in. I heard, y la lengua es un fuego, el mundo de maldad. The tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So be mindful of what it is that you are saying to others and to yourself. And even and for those people who are speaking negatively about you or who are speaking negatively about others, don't listen to that. That is toxic. That is negative. That's not positive. And if you are in the presence of someone, they decide they want to talk about someone or they want to gossip, then you gently lead them in the right direction. You gently lead them to the truth. You gently tell them, that's not, you don't have to even tell them that's not right. Sometimes your energy is not going to allow it to happen in your presence anyway, depending on what your energy is. You might listen, but sometimes you got to realize that what people are saying or when they're talking about other people, they're really talking about themselves. They're really talking about themselves because you cannot see anybody any deeper than you have looked into yourself. If you have not looked into yourself and these people have not looked into themselves, and they will not see any deeper into anyone else as they have looked into themselves. And you can tell what people think about themselves by what they say about others. If someone has like a positive outlook or a positive comment about someone, then these people think that way, feel that way about themselves. Okay, let's see what else. We got the name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. I like this. I like this because when you have people, when you feel like you're being attacked or like you're not fitting in with the world, I'm hearing a song from church when I was a kid. I'm gonna hide behind the mountain. I'm gonna hide behind the mountain. I'm gonna hide behind the mountain. I'm going where the chilly winds don't blow. Oh, now I say Yahushua or Yahoshua or Yahshua, but I know that Jesus is the mountain. I know that Jesus is the mountain. Going where the chilly winds don't blow. Because right here in John 8:12 it's saying, whosoever follows me will never walk in darkness. That's the chilly winds blow in the darkness, baby. We're not walking in darkness. We'll walk in the light. Beautiful light. Come where the dewdrops of mercy shine bright. Shine all around us by day and by night. How shine the light of the world. So, this fortified tower, this is me going back to that number 4 that I was telling you about. The number 4, where it's Hebrews 12:1, let us run with perseverance the race marked for us. That's that number 4. That's 12 and 1. That's 1, 2, 1. That's number 4. That's that strong foundation. That's that fortified tower. That's that knowing that you have the support of the Most High, knowing that you are on the right path and that you have steady, sturdy grounding under your foot as you take your next steps. This number 18 is number 9 again, and then this number 10 is number 1. And I'm hearing start back at 1. So you might be starting over, and this is just your affirmation, your confirmation that even though you might be starting over, you are on the right path. Even though you might have to begin again, because you've been torn down and you felt like your fortress has been destroyed. Because I'm actually seeing someone who might have lost everything, or might have lost their home, or might have lost their car, or might have lost their kids. But this is you starting over again, because now I'm seeing an image of Job. Like the story of Job, like I was listening to this lady and she was talking and she was like, the story of Job is not about loss. The story of Job is about revival. And that's because no matter what it is, you can come through the other side better than you went in. Because I'm hearing, have you been tried by the fire? Yes. Tell me, did you come through as pure gold? So you might have been tried. You might have gone through a lot, but you're going to come through the other side as pure gold. Let's see. Um, I don't know what all this is about. I didn't join no tournament, y'all. I see it going across my top of my screen. I really don't care about none of that. I'm just sharing the message. I really don't care about none of that. So, if anybody's on here and they saying, "Oh, I want to challenge you. Let's go do this tournament," I'm not interested. I'm sorry. I'm on this platform to share a message. I'm on this platform to do what God told me to do. I ain't playing no games. I'm not interested. I ain't playing no games. So, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. That's why I ain't playing no games. Because I'm on here for a purpose. And no matter, and that's Galatians 5:22. So no matter what just happened when I tried to go live 3 times, I first of all count it all joy. I have peace within myself, and I'm faithful to my mission. I'm faithful to my purpose. And y'all, I have had so many trials with just doing my soul mission, doing my soul purpose. But let me tell you something. There are forces that are negative that don't want you to accomplish what you've been created to accomplish. And that's fine, because they're doing their job. You know what I mean? They're doing their job. Don't be upset with them. Don't take it personal. Just move on. Don't take it personal. Just one of them days. Just go get off, be by yourself. And they might feel like, you treating them wrong. Back to the song. I just want to be all alone and you think I treat you wrong. Because sometimes you got to cut those people out your energy. And then they're going to make it seem like you're the villain in their story. And you may very well be. I'll be that. I'll be your villain. I'll be your villain. Because you don't want to take accountability for your actions. You don't want to be accountable for your energy. So I'll be your villain. Because I'm going to be accountable for my actions and my energy, and I'm going to direct it in the direction that is going to be progressive. And I'm going to be that tree that bears fruit. So you guys who are watching on live with me, you're not part of my regular soul tribe, but I like you to be part of my regular soul tribe so y'all can get some more messages. So please feel free to follow me. So you can know when I refer back to certain things where it came from, because this is an ongoing thing. I just came on live for the first time today, and maybe I thought that initially I was afraid to go. I was hesitant. I wasn't afraid because God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. I was hesitant to come on live because there's so many more energies on TikTok than it is on my Facebook, and it just was like, oh, that's a lot. That's big. That's a larger audience. And so I was like, okay, Most High, you told me to go live. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to sell the soap? Am I supposed to talk about the products? Because that's what it was set up for, because I have a TikTok shop. So feel free to check out my TikTok shop, you guys, and purchase some products, or just go snoop around. Look at it. See what you see. I'm going to be updating some of the products on there. But when I came on here, I ran into a brick wall 3 times. And I said, okay, Most High, I'm not going to stop because you told me to go live today. So maybe the purpose that I went live for, the topic that I went live for, that wasn't what you intended, because I wasn't able to stay on that long. And so I was like, okay. So let's do what you told me to do, because I'm still going to do what you told me to do, because I am a conqueror. I'm more than a conqueror. Galatians 5:22. The number 5 represents transitions, represents conflict, represents having to endure something, some form of strife, some sort of battle that you have had to fight. Number 5 could be as like the 5 of Swords, which represents fighting a battle that no one wins. There's a lose-lose situation. But also it could be disarming your enemy. You disarm your enemy when first of all, when the enemy is trying to use something against you, and you go ahead and disarm them, then they're already defeated. Sit there and you can say what you want to say. Talk about me as much as you please. I'm going to agree with my enemy swiftly, and I'm going to keep on going on my mission. I'm going to keep doing what God told me to do, because I'm not going to provoke you to wrath. I'm not going to provoke you to attack me. I'm not going to provoke you. But you can't have an argument by yourself, baby. So you can provoke yourself over there to your little corner, skedaddle, and toodaloo. So what the point of the matter is, disarming your enemy. I'm gonna give you an example. Somebody tried to, body shame you or whatever. I don't know maybe I missed it. Maybe they were just trying to help me out. But they was like, fix your lashes, honey. Fix your lashes, honey. And I was like, there's nothing wrong with my lashes. These are my lashes. These lashes God gave me. I haven't put no false lashes on my face. Then somebody was like, oh, I love your wig. And, you know, this could be genuinely compliments or, oh, I'm just really trying to help you out. But, you know, this is why it matters what your mindset is about yourself. This is why it matters about what you feel. Because if you're a bright, sunny, a person with a sunny disposition, it don't matter what nobody say. You're going to count it all joy. So thank you for letting me know that it looked like my lashes was messed up. Thank you for letting me know that my hair looks luxurious enough to be a wig. Thank you, because I was really worried about it yesterday when I was trying to straighten it out. My hair, I named my hair Yara, because in its natural state, it's all over the place. And I had to tame Yara, so she's in Isis form right now. And thank you for letting me know that it was popping. So this is how you disarm your enemies. I'm not saying those people was my enemies. I'm just saying that as an example, y'all, whoever said those messages to me, if you're watching, thank you for letting me know my hair was beautiful. And thank you for letting me know my eyelashes was crooked. God made them. Talk to him about them. I love him. Anyway, be our strength every morning, our salvation in time of distress. Isaiah 33:2. Number 33 is a master number, and number 2 is representing partnership. It represents your partnership with your mind, body, your soul, even though that's number 2 and I just named 3, but we did got a 33 right here. And it also represents your partnership with source, with God. It could be representing your divine partnership, because some of us have divine partnerships. Some of us are in twin flame connections, twin flame unions, twin flame journeys. Some of us are soulmate journeys. But the Most High is to say, be our strength every morning, our salvation in time of distress. So there's a time of distress where there's energies that's coming, that's attacking these high-level soulmate connections, these twin flame unions, these kingdom marriages, kingdom spouse courtships. And the divine is saying that he's going to be our strength. You need to tap in to source and let God know. Your angels know, your ancestors. I don't know how you worship. It don't matter, because it's all one. Hear, O Israel, our God is one. That just came to my mind, because that's what used to be said when I went to church every Shabbat, every Saturday. I have studied many religions and many cultures, you guys. I've been on my spiritual path, and I want to know the truth. So there is not one place that someone can't have a conversation with me, because I know what my purpose is on this earth. And I don't sit and judge people, and I don't look at people or look down on people. So I've actually had a conversation. I tell people about this all the time. I've actually had a conversation with Discordian, this person that worships the goddess of chaos, and I've also had a conversation with someone who worships, something a little more darker. But at the end of those conversations, it's just the path. Everyone has a different path, but all paths lead home. All paths lead to source. All paths lead to God. Because you think that if God created us all, or the divine, or the source, or the creator of all, created all of us and loves all of us and says, I welcome you all back unto me. You think that only this person that God created, just like if you're a mother and you got multiple children, or a father, you got multiple children, only that child can come back to you. All my children can come back to me, baby. All my children, they all got their own path, because they got their own personalities. They got their own spiritual gifts that I've given them. They got their own soul mission. And the quicker that we realize that judging others ain't helping nothing, that love is the way, then the better off we'll all be. Because I had a conversation, like I said, with this Discordian and this other person that worshipped a little darker. And at the end of that conversation, with respect given both ways, and in that conversation, that person said, "Are you a Christian?" And at that time, I was not anymore. And what did I mean by that? It's because titles. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. And I was like, no, but I do believe. I do believe. My terminology, because of my information and my wisdom, has changed. So certain terminology I'm not going to use anymore. Or a certain terminology I will use for the sake of the person I'm having a conversation with, but I know better, so I know different also. Not necessarily saying anything negative, y'all calm down. But at the end of that conversation, that person said, I never met somebody who believed in God that I loved. That person said, I love you. I love you. You have a beautiful energy. I love you. So this is the kind of energy that you are called as being divine beings, as being ambassadors for God, ambassadors for source, ambassadors of love, You're called to have this type of energy to where you can stand and have a conversation with anybody, no matter what their belief systems are, no matter what their thoughts or ideologies are, and you should be able to walk into that room and have that conversation with that person, or deal with that person, or be in the same physical space as that person, and be able to meet in love and leave in peace. This person worshiped discord and had peace with me. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Anxiety. Number 5. Conflict. Having to go through something to get to something. That's number 5. This also represents major life changes. Major life changes cause you to have anxiety. Y'all, God is very precise. Even in things that have been tampered with and manipulated, perfection is there. Divine perfection is there. Divine perfection is in numbers. It's in numerology. It's in numerical sequences. Because numbers don't lie. Energy don't lie. Energy can be translated into numbers. Numbers can be translated into energy. That's how you know how many hertz something is. How many megahertz, gigahertz. Vibrational frequency of love is 528 hertz. The vibrational frequency of gratitude is like 524 gigahertz, something like that. Something like that. I'll look it up. Let me look it up because I don't want to lie to you. And I know you probably ain't going to look it up. Hey Siri, what's the vibrational frequency of gratitude? Okay, so the vibrational frequency of gratitude. Because these are the two high vibrational frequencies. Gratitude. I said it a little too fast for Siri. She didn't catch it. It's 540 megahertz. I was close. I was close. So being grateful falls in the same level as love. It is one of the highest vibrational frequencies you can be at. The more time you spend in gratitude and love, the more your body's frequencies raises and the healthier your body becomes. Y'all, there go Google said it. Boom, there you go. Google said it. Look it up. Google said it. Don't say I said nothing. Okay, so we got 1 Peter 5:7 and the number 7. Let's look at that number, y'all. Let's look at the what is the spiritual meaning of number 7. Because 7 could represent opportunities, multiple options. It can also represent multiple attacks that's coming onto you. You can be having multiple attacks coming towards you. The number 5, which I told you, 5-7. So number 5 represents conflict, and you might have multiple conflicts, multiple tests, multiple trials, multiple testimonies, multiple stories that you can tell others to uplift them, to pull them out of a dark place. Because what was the beginning? The first scripture was Proverbs 12:18, saying that reckless words, the words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise bring healing. And the tongue of your wisdom, through your experiences, through your understanding, through what you learned, sharing that with others, and bearing you one another burdens, cast all your anxiety to him because he cares for you. The number 7 is represented. People affiliated with the number 7 are insightful, intuitive, truthful, introspective, intellectual, and wise. Because you've been through it. You can speak on it with integrity, with proof. Number 7 represents full and complete world. A full and complete world. It's also representational of a linear journey from 1 to 7. So like maybe it's like I said, maybe you've been through 7 years of some kind of trying, 7 days. You might have been going through 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, 7 years. You might have had a hard time in the past 7 minutes. The divine is letting you know to cast all that anxiety on them. Don't worry about that. Drop it. Shake it off. Shake it off. A sweet friendship refreshes the soul. Proverbs 27:9. So I love this, that this is 27:9, because that's a 9 and a 9. Remember I was telling you about that divine partnership, or those divine partnerships, or those kingdom marriages that are being attacked or affected. The divine is giving you something to refresh your soul. You're gonna have somebody at the end of the day to talk to, that confide in somebody. You're gonna have a partner, a partnership. I just saw a millstone, like somebody grinding meal with a stone, like old days with the cattle, with the oxen walking around in the circle. So you might have been feeling like we just grinding a stone with somebody, like you've been walking around in circles. I'm hearing, if you love something, let it go. And if it comes back, then that's how you know. Went to the stop, like then I made 4 rights. Now I'm back where I started at, you back in my life. So this is a person that y'all have been breaking up negative energy between the two of y'all. Y'all been going in cycles and circles with each other, but that was for, and you feel like this person has left your life, but they're coming back, or this person keeps coming back to your life. And also hearing, every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. So this might be a person that always leaving your life, or I'm hearing come and go. What is that? I can't pick up on the song, but I'm hearing that this person keep on coming and going. I'm hearing, you're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no, you're up and you're down, you're in and you're out. This person, you feel like this person is indecisive. But that is because you and this person were chosen to break up negative energy, to cycle through certain things so that you could set the captives free, to set the soul free, to break generational curses. But this person is your soulmate. Whew. Child. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Me and my twin been singing that song randomly. Someday we'll get it together, we'll get it all done. Someday when the world is much brighter. Someday we'll walk in the light of the beautiful sun. So, yeah. Y'all, let me tell y'all something else on that it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me to give a message and nobody is watching, no one is listening, because it is recorded. And that means that if nobody's watching and no one's listening, that means no one's energy is interfering with the message. That means that the message is pure and it's coming straight through from source, so that when I replay it or when I share it later, whom it's meant for will get a pure and clear message. I love it. I love it. It also takes a lot of the anxiety off of me, because then I don't have to be feeling people's energies and answering the questions that they won't ask, but I can feel them and hear them. Whew, they be jumbling up the message sometimes. Lord have mercy, but I don't mind. I do my job. I do what God tell me to do. Do what He created me to do. If you are a singer and God created you with that beautiful voice, you're supposed to be singing. You feel like you're at home when you're doing what you was created to do. Okay, what I was created to do was share, teach, and help you all heal certain things. Personal messages. I am available for personal messages. You may inbox me to see how you can schedule a personal message or a personal reading. Personal readings are $11 on if you purchase them through TikTok Shop, and I will read for you. Also, on TikTok Shop, we have natural bath and body products available. So please browse. Feel free to browse and order. I do make custom products as well. If you're interested in a custom product, inbox me to find out how you can have your own products created for you. Otherwise, you are welcome to purchase from the inventory that is in my TikTok shop. I'm also going to place my link tree in my bio so that you can find other ways to communicate with me, contact me, and to purchase from me. Schedule and book readings or empowerment sessions and coaching sessions. The Lord is my strength and my song. Just got through talking about singing. You're the reason why I sing. Someone asked a question. He has become my salvation. Why do we sing when we lift our hands to Jesus? What do we really mean? Someone may be wondering. Someone don't understand why you so happy, why you praise so much. When we sing our songs, at times we may be crying, and nothing's even wrong. As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart. So your heart, your life is a reflection of your heart. Now that I was about to say something about that tree, because about this it's right here about the fruit of the spirit. The Most High was showing me a vision of a tree, and in this vision of the tree, someone had taken this tree and uprooted it and shook all the fruit off of it. They did not mean for this tree to live. They meant to steal all the fruit from the tree and to leave that tree uprooted. But the Most High was showing me that he took that tree and he turned it upside down, and the roots are in heaven, so it bears fruit in the earth. So your fruit, someone tried to attack your physical form. They attacked your physical form, uprooted your physical form in order to attack your spirit, in order to attack your mission, in order to attack your purpose. But God turned that situation around, literally. And your roots are in the kingdom, are in heaven, are in the etheric, are in your soul, are in your truth. And you bear fruit in the earth, which is the proof of whose you are, who you belong to, what your mission is, and that it's going to still go forward. As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart. So no matter what someone else speaks on you or intends negatively towards you, which is the first message that we got here, about those reckless words piercing like swords, but the tongue of the wise bringing healing, the divine is bringing healing to your life. So those people can sit there and wait for you to fail. And they can try to shadow ban your accounts. And they can try to shadow ban my accounts all they want to. And they can report and say that I'm doing evil or malicious things. I've had people hack my accounts and stuff like that. That has not stopped the message. I had people speak negativity on me and my children, hoping that we would fail or fall or go without, and we have not failed, nor have we fallen, nor do we go without, because God is my salvation and my strength and my strong fortress. So the Most High is saying, I'm preparing a table before you in the presence of your enemies. They can watch. They don't have a seat at the table, but they can watch. They're going to watch God elevate you. They're going to watch God prepare a table for you. That is God giving honor to you for the things that you have done in his name, according to his will, her name or her will, because God does not have a gender, you guys. Divine masculine, divine feminine are attributes we all have because we are made in the likeness of the divine. We're going to do one more because I like my cards to look uniformed. So we're going to pull this one out, shuffle. The Lord is good to those whose hope is in him. I love it how it come together, what I just got through saying. Lamentations 3:25. Now Lamentations make me feel like lemonade. So when life gives you lemons, the Lord gonna make that lemonade. Proverbs 27:19 was that scripture about water reflecting on the face, and so one's life reflects their heart. 27 is number 9, and then number 19 is number 10. So it's a progression from maybe having a period of your life of anxiety and negativity and moving on to closing up that chapter, opening up a new chapter in your life. The number 10 is representational of, you got the number 10, and then you got that 0, which is clean slate, starting over. Remember I told you some of you all might be starting from square one, might be starting all over again, but it's okay. That first step, that number 1, that's fool's energy. That's being lighthearted. That's being shifted to another reality, being in a whole new world. You can leave that old world behind because you've reached the pinnacle. You've grown as much as you could from that place, from that location. The Most High was also showing me he's showing me something that happened in my real life. I had this aloe vera plant. Aloe vera represents something that's healing, or it's a plant that's for the sake of healing. And during the time that I was pregnant, this plant thrived and flourished and got so big and pretty. But shortly after my baby was born, the plant did continue to grow, but eventually my plant began to die. I just woke up one day and I was like, why my plant dying? And I talked to everybody about it. Lord, why is my plant dying? Lord, why is my plant dying? I talked to my friend girl, why is my plant dying? My plant was doing so good, it was thriving. And my friend told me, she said God gave her a revelation, and she was like, your plant is dying just like you feel. Your plant is showing you. Your plant is dying because it outgrew the pot. Your plant is dying because it outgrew the pot. And you need to plant that plant in something bigger, or put that plant in the ground where it can take root and it can have fertile ground where it can be restored, where it can grow bigger. She said, you bigger than the environment that you in. And it's dying, you're dying and you're choking and you're suffocating, trying to still stay in that environment. And God is telling you it's time for you to move. And I was like, thank you. I received that. I took that plant with me when I moved where God told me to move. Y'all, when God told me to move, I did not have a job. I did not, because God said, I'm going to take care of you. I did not go and clock in somewhere every day. I had my 4 children. I had been divorced, and I was not at that time in any form of, stable relationship with anybody. I did not have a support system that, I would have liked to have. And God said, no, you're going to go where I tell you to go. And I began to pack. As soon as God told me you're moving, I packed. I did not know where I was going. I have a video I recorded of myself packing, and I was drinking my water. I said, y'all, God told me to move. He told me to pack. So I started packing. Do I know where I'm going? No, I do not. And this lady, I ended up calling around and putting in applications, and I got rejected. But I did what God told me to do. And then eventually this lady was like, look, I don't have a house to rent you, but if you'll come with me and look at a house, I'm thinking about buying a house. I'll buy this house and rent it to you. I've had the same thing happen to me when God told me to go get a vehicle. I did not have a job, you guys. I did not have nothing, no paper trail, nothing but what God tells me to do, what I do from my gift, because God says that he will give you the power to gain wealth. So the power to get wealth is those things that God put inside of you, your gifts, your spiritual gifts, your physical gifts, your talents, your skills. And I used that. And I went to the dealership, and God said, that's who you're going to talk to. I ended up talking to a person. That person, I walked out there with a 2016 Hyundai Tucson Limited. Do what God tell you to do. Walk by faith, not by sight. Don't worry about what it looked like. What was the first situation that happened like that was actually years ago, and I was told to do the same thing. Go to that car lot. I'll show you who to talk to. And I ended up going to the car lot, and I talked to the man. I told the man what it was I did, and I told the man how much I wanted my bill to be, and I told him I wanted my car note to be $218. I said, that's what I can afford. And he went and talked to his father, and she said she want her car note to be $218. That's not normally what we do. We normally don't do nothing less than $250. And how things are going, we need it to be more than that. And then his father looked at him. He said, you want her to keep it, don't you? He said, yeah. You want her to pay her bill, don't you? He said, yeah. He said, well, the lady told you what it is that she can afford. If you give her something more than that, then she won't keep it. She won't be able to afford it. And this is what the scripture says, God never put more on you than you can bear. I told that man what I could bear. And I walked out of there with a 2004 Ford Explorer. My car was $10,000. I had $5,000 down on that vehicle. So I was ready. I was ready. Now, so it didn't matter. You just do what it is that God tell you to do. And I manifested that car. I actually paid that car off 2 years earlier than it was due, because not only was I able to pay my bill on time, but God blessed me to where whenever I had extra money, I paid up on it and knocked that interest, boom, 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 knock that interest off. Do what you're told to do. Be obedient. It's not always about how clearly you hear God. Yes, it's good to hear God clearly, but how quickly do you move in confidence and obedience? On that note, I'm going to close. Just gave y'all my testimony as I look back over my life. And I think things are over. I can truly say that I've been blessed. I have a testimony. So sometimes you got to share with people what God did for you, so they can know it can be done for them too. Mwah. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next time.